today's video, we find out what would have happened if the Warriors would have drafted Lamelo Ball. What it do is good, YouTube? Odie back with another 2K banger. Today, we find out what would have happened if the Warriors drafted Lamelo Ball instead of James Wiseman in the 2020 NBA draft. Obviously, the James Wiseman thing really did not work out too well. He's like dealing with injuries and whatnot throughout his career. At the time, though, I think it was the right pick. I thought James Wiseman was finna be nasty. But that being said, we got Lamelo here, 81 overall, 19-year-old. And this Warriors team is good, man. They still got a young Jordan Poole. Wiggins is at 84 overall. Draymond Clay still high overall. Curry's at 96. This is what the Warriors rotation looks like. It's Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, and then Looney. Off the bench, you got JP and Lamelo. So you got your backcourt coming off the bench. You got Kuminga, you got Gary Payton, and Damian Lee. So that's a pretty good team. And then obviously everything is going to be on automated, so I'm just monitoring the Warriors. I'm not making any trades or anything like that. All right, let's look at Melo's shot tendency for this year. It's at 99. That's absolutely absurd. I downloaded this 2020 roster, so bear with me if it's not perfect. I don't know what's going on in this roster. We can take a quick look at the roster that I downloaded. It looks pretty standard. Just make sure the teams are correct. Garland is at 89 at the age of 22. That's a little off. So you're gonna see some fluky things here and there, but you just got to deal with it, unfortunately. First game of the season against the Los Angeles Lakers is a big time victory. This Lakers team got Russell Westbrook. This is right after the bubble year. Klay Thompson drops 40 in the first game of the season, hits 11 threes. So this is like a still really good version of Klay Thompson. Lamelo 13-4-4 in his rookie year, or rookie game. I expect this Warriors team to be pretty good. So the 2021 Warriors went 39-33. They were the 9 seed in the Western Conference. So I assume we're going to be better than that, to be honest with you. I mean, we should be better than the 9 seed. Yeah, I mean, we're already 19-11, which is probably like the 4 or 5 seed maybe in the, 4 seed in the Western Conference, sitting behind Denver, Memphis, and Minnesota. Every time I see Dallas now, I get immediately scared that we're going to lose, but this isn't the overpowered Dallas. This is, this is the older version of Dallas. That has the potential to still be overpowered with Jalen Brunson, but for now, they're okay. Sacramento's the 2 seed with De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Halliburton off the bench. That's interesting. Minnesota's the 1 seed with a good D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, a young rookie Anthony Edwards, and then Karl-Anthony Towns. Who's the 1 seed in the East? It's Atlanta. Okay. All right, halfway through, Curry's leading this team 25, Klay 19, Poole having a good season. Really good season from JP, actually. What's Lamelo doing? Lamelo's averaging 14 points, 6 assists in his rookie season, a steal a game as well. And he's shooting 41% from 3. So Lamelo, it's a really good rookie year off the bench, man. All right, seasons are wrapping. Luka Doncic wins MVP, 32, 10, and 10. Josh Giddey, 6th man. Rudy Gobert, Depoy. Cole Anthony, most improved. Zion wins clutch player. And the Minnesota Timberwolves win 60 games. All-NBA first team here. Bam makes first team. Wow, Bam averaged 25 and 11. What realm is this that Bam's averaging 25? A realm that I want to be living in. Second team, you see. Third team, Ben Simmons. All right, well, this Warriors team finished the 4th seed. They won 52-30, so 52 games, they'll take that nonetheless. Still don't know if they're going to be able to beat these top teams in the West, but we'll find out. Clippers jumped up. Here's the 3 seed. Over in the Eastern Conference, Brooklyn Nets at a 2 seed with Harden, Kyrie, KD. All right, final look at stats. Curry, 25 and 7 assists, 50-40, 96 splits. Clay was there, 19 points, 50-40, 90. Jordan Poole, 50-40, 88. Wiggins was even really good. He shot 50-40, 83, 15 points for Wiggs, and then Lamelo finished with 14, 6, and 1. Kuminga was all right. Draymond obviously putting in them work on the glass, 8 assists for Draymond, defense and all that good stuff, grit and grind mentality. Looney, 10 rebounds. Team stats, this Warriors offense, surprised it wasn't in the top 10, sitting at 14 here. Their defense, though, on the other hand, is top 4, and they have a 6.6 point differential, which is the 5th best in the NBA. So they're about 13 games better in the simulation with Lamelo than they were in real life with James Wiseman. First round against the New Orleans Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, Zion, and Valanciunas. This should be a pretty easy series for the Warriors. Game 1 does go to the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins with a big game. I think this Warriors team can make a run at this year. 2-1 in the series. Tied 2-2 series. Up 3-2. You know what we do. We simcast game 6s and game 7s. Looks like the Warriors do have control of this one. They're going to be winning by double digits. They advanced to round number 2. Lamelo in that first round averaged 16 points. So pretty good stuff in the first round for Lamelo. All right, well, they got a tough series going against the 60-win Minnesota Timberwolves team in round number 2. Yeah, that's a good team, but you never know. Anything could happen. Game number 1 does go to the Minnesota Timberwolves by 12 points. Anthony Edwards, Towns, and D'Lo is really, really good in this simulation. Game number 2 is also a Minnesota victory. Towns drops 40. He's going crazy. Curry drops 40, but it doesn't matter. Game 3 also going to go to Minnesota. And Minnesota's probably just going to sweep the Warriors here. Unfortunately, in year number 1, the Warriors get swept by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards has a chance to win a ring in his rookie year. He's going absolutely stupid. So that's how year number 1 goes. Lamelo was not great in that second round. Let's see who wins the NBA Finals. Brooklyn is in there. So if Brooklyn, you know, never got injured and all that, ends up winning the NBA Finals. And James Fitbit Harden wins Finals MVP with KD and Kyrie. You see a big retirement class. Melo, Dwight, Rondo, all these guys, man. If you didn't see my Carmelo Anthony video I made yesterday, go check that one out. It was a banger. Okay, draft lottery here. I'm just interested to see who gets the first pick. The Wizards do get the first pick in the draft. This Warriors team is picking at 27. All right, first pick in the NBA draft. Evan Mobley goes to the Washington Wizards. Number 2 is Cade Cunningham to the Spurs. Scotty Barnes goes number 3. Number 4, Josh Giddey, who is already in the NBA. So this means that I might have to check something. All right, so a little bit of a problem here. We have duplicates in the NBA draft. These players are already in the NBA, so we're just gonna completely skip this draft. We're gonna make all these guys 40 overalls, and we're just gonna pretend like this didn't happen and move on to next year. LeBron's unrestricted in this free agency class, so is KD, Harden, Trae Young. Warriors looking to bring in Whiteside here. They also need to pay Kuminga. Does not look like they're gonna be bringing back Kuminga. Maybe they will. It doesn't look like it. They bring in Corey Joseph. They do sign Kuminga there, 3 years, $88 million. Wow, you can't make that shit up. LeBron goes to the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Obviously, Harden leaves and KD leaves, so it doesn't really matter. KD goes to the Jazz. James Harden goes to the Hornets. Donovan Mitchell goes to the Trailblazers. Bradley Beal teams up with KD to go to the Jazz. Gobert to the Rockets. Anything else that's new? DeAndre Ayton goes to the Thunder. All right, player progression is here, and you do see LaMelo Ball. He's an 85, but he went to, I don't know what this means, but he's an 85. He was an 81 last year. Klay Thompson's a 90. Poole goes up 1. Draymond drops by 3. Corey Joseph, they brought in, goes up by 3. Okay, so this is the right draft class. Paolo and these guys, Chet. Rotation for the Warriors still looks like Curry, Clay, Wiggs, Draymond, and Whiteside's their starting center. They got Poole and LaMelo still off the bench at both 86 overalls. And then Corey Joseph and Kuminga. All right, so year 2 for LaMelo and this Warriors team. They look really, really good. They should win a championship with how good their roster is. And I think they will at some point soon. They did win in real life. I think this is the year, 2020. Did they win in 22 or 23? They won in 22. So this technically would be the year that they won in real life. So let's see if they can do it. And then instead of kind of falling off afterwards, maybe build a dynasty on top of it. A new era thing with LaMelo. All right, look who wins MVP back-to-back seasons. Evan Mobley this time. I was supposed to make Mobley a 40 overall. I thought I did, I guess not. All right, LaMelo Ball wins 6th man of the year, bro. In year number 2, he goes up to 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists on 48, 39, 72 splits. He's an 88 overall, so year 2 LaMelo is fantastic. Rudy Gobert, D point most improved. Jalen Johnson, Luka wins clutch player, and the Clippers win coach of the year. All NBA first team. What the f? DeJounte Murray. I didn't with any settings, and DeJounte Murray made all NBA first team, 26, 7, and 8, and 2 steals on 56, 41, 89 splits for DeJounte. He's a 91 overall in this Spurs, and he averaged 26 a game. Yo, I've never seen anything like that. This Mobley's supposed to be a 40 overall, so before I forget, you're shit now. All right, this Warriors team was really, really good this year. They went 58 and 24. I mean, as they should. Their roster is absolutely loaded, so they have a chance at winning a championship this year for sure. Player stats: Curry down to 24 points, still really, really good, shooting 50, 40, 90. He's 34 now. On a 5-year contract, they extended him. Klay Thompson is on a 1-year deal though. 19 points, 4 and 3 for Klay, 50, 40, 90. Jordan Poole was there, 18 points, 50, 40, 90 as well. They're all hooping. They extended Jordan Poole. Melo's under contract. He averaged 18 points, 6 and 7. You saw his stats. And then Wiggins was still there, who's really good. Whiteside, Capella, Draymond, barely even. Draymond's still getting a lot of PT, but I mean, he's a stat sheet stuffer, but he's absolutely garbage. As for trades though, they did trade Corey Joseph in the first to get Clint Capella on the team, who is an 84 overall. So they made that move at the deadline. That's a really good pickup for them. Clint averaging 9 and 10. And this is what their rotation looks like going into the playoffs. So it's a really, really good team. Their offense still isn't that great. It's actually bad. They have a bottom 20 offense in the NBA, which is very, very strange, but their defense is the best in the league, and they have a 9-point differential. So the defense really standing out for the Warriors. First round, they have Dallas. They beat them last year. Jalen Brunson and Luka, Kristaps, but this Warriors team is too good. good. Round number 1 should be a pretty easy series. They're going to win in possibly 6 games. Yep, 6 games. Curry with a triple-double to close it out. Round 2, Sacramento, who also won 59 games. This Sacramento team is no joke. They got Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox in the backcourt. Marvin Bagley's there as well. Game number 1 does go to the Warriors, though. Lamelo leads the team, actually, off the bench. 20-14-8 for Lamelo. Game 2 goes Sacramento victory. Game 3 also goes to Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox seems like he's unstoppable. Game number 3 is a big one, goes to the Warriors. They go up 3-1. The Kings are about to eliminate the Golden State Warriors. All right, big time game 5 here, obviously, because the Warriors got to force game 6, and they're not able to. So the Warriors, 58 wins go outside in round number 2. Very surprised this Kings team is putting in that much work. Halliburton and Fox seems like they're the real deal. Unfortunately, the Warriors fall short again. So you're thinking the Warriors are going to step up and be even better with LaMelo Ball, but they just keep falling short, bro. And the Sacramento Kings are in the conference finals. They do lose, though. Conference or NBA finals is the Pacers versus the Pelicans. Terry Rozier starting point guard for the Pelicans, Brendan Ingram, Zion, and Valanciunas. And then D'Angelo Russell, Karis LeVert. They're starting a 69 overall Ron Harper at small forward. That's a very strange team. The Pelicans win in 6 games and Zion wins Finals MVP. So Pelicans fans, I guess get yourself Terry Rozier maybe, and that'll change all your problems. Yeah, Terry Rozier's your 3rd best player, averaged 24 points. Shout out Terry Rozier. All right, draft lottery is here. The Rockets get the 1st pick in the draft. Number 1 overall pick is Jabari Smith to the Rockets. Check went to the Nuggets. Number 3 overall pick is going to get traded for Rudy Gobert, and they end up drafting Jaden Ivey. Paolo goes 4 to the Magic, and the 5th pick is going to get traded for Malik Monk and Kevin Love, and the Lakers end up drafting Keegan Murray. The Warriors picking at pick 28 here. They draft Walker Kessler. That's a really good find. Giannis unrestricted, Jokic unrestricted, AD, Dame, a big unrestricted free agency class here. The Warriors going to pay Klay Thompson. I don't know. They paid Josh Hart. Do they pay Klay Thompson? No. Klay Thompson signs with the LA Clippers here. We'll find out where all these guys went at the end of free agency. So Klay Thompson is off the team. Maybe that opens up a spot for LaMelo. Giannis signs with the Miami Heat. Wow. Jokic goes to the Lakers with Anthony Davis, both in their primes. Oh my God. Jimmy Butler went to the the Lakers just signed Jokic. They got AD and they brought in Jimmy Butler, bro. Oh my goodness. Lonzo to the Bulls. Tyler Hero back to Heat. Yeah, everything looks the same, but wow, the Lakers just made some plays. All right, free agency here. Warriors without Klay Thompson sees LaMelo Ball going up 7. So LaMelo and Curry in the backcourt. They lose Klay. We're moving on to the next era. Kuminga goes up 4. Capella still going up 2. So we're gonna make LaMelo a shooting guard because he goes up to a 94 overall. And now LaMelo Ball and Steph in the backcourt is going to be ridiculous. Rotation for the Warriors is Curry and LaMelo in the backcourt, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Capella. They still got Jordan Poole off the bench with old Draymond, regressed Draymond, Josh Hart, Chris Boucher, and that's going to be their 9-man. All right, first game of the season is going to be a win, big time win over the Spurs. LaMelo's first game as a starter, 38-12. I think he honestly has a chance to win MVP. He's a 94 overall. He's going to be putting up a ton of assists, a ton of rebounds, and a ton of points as well. This dude LaMelo is kind of turning into a demon. An injury-free LaMelo. Curry drops 50 right there. But this is like an injury-free LaMelo Ball. He hasn't even played like more than half the season in every year he's played in. But obviously injuries are off in this timeline simulation, and he's going absolutely nuts at a 94 overall heading into year number 3. The only thing is this Warriors team did get worse. Like their bench is significantly worse, but hopefully him and Curry can make a push to the championship. I did want to take a look at that Lakers team though, because they do look interesting on paper. Jokic, AD, Jimmy, they still got Westbrook, Gary Trent, 86 overall. Yo, this team is nice. And then LeBron's still there with Kyrie on the Nets. LeBron signed there last year. I didn't realize Kyrie was still there, but that's a good team. All right, so the start of the season, the Warriors are 20-7, sitting at the 2 seed right behind the Kings, who are apparently like the best team of all time, with Tyrese and De'Aaron Fox, I guess. All right, trade deadline is here. I did want to take a look at some of these trades. Dame got traded for De'Aaron Fox, so that Kings team makes a trade, even though they're the best team in the league, which is very strange. So we'll see what that does to their team. Anyway, we are 38-13, so that we did overtake as the top team in the Western Conference. All right, Anthony Edwards wins MVP in year 3. 36 is crazy. Jabari Smith, rookie of the year. Jordan Poole wins 6-man of the year. So you saw LaMelo win it this year or last year. This year, Jordan Poole wins it. Depoy goes to Mobley. Şengün most improved. Shea wins clutch player. The Warriors, we won 64 games, as you see here. Yeah, this team was nasty. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team. You do see LaMelo Ball, 95 overall LaMelo. He averaged 23 points, 7.7 assists, 7.7 rebounds, 9 assists. Stealing half a game, he shot 50, 40, 79 split. So LaMelo in year number 3 definitely broke out. All-NBA team. Still no All-NBA team for Curry, which is weird. Terry Rozier is on the Bucks, and he averaged 30 a game, and he made All-NBA third team. If only the Heat had this version of Terry Rozier, we would actually be nice as hell. And there's DeJounte again, who's apparently still amazing. All right, final look at stats. Curry was there with 25, and then LaMelo. Poole, They traded for Kobe White. Did they sign Kobe White or did they trade him? Yeah, they did not trade for Kobe White. They signed Kobe White to a minimum. Sometimes, you know, the teams will start signing players for minimum contracts, and they brought in Kobe White for a minimum. So shout out Kobe White, making this team have a championship push. And then obviously you saw they did win 64 games, but the West is still loaded. They got 2 other 60-win teams. It's just gonna be a walk in the park. OKC in round number 1. They got Shea, they got Dort, David Roddy, and DeAndre Ayton's a 91 overall, but I think that should be a pretty easy series though. It is tied 1-1. All right, up 2-1 in the series. Lamelo triple-double, 2-2 series here. Up 3-2. I mean, we'll simcast it just to be sure they get the win, because round 1, if they lost, that would be tragic. And they are going to be blowing out the OKC Thunder. They advanced to round number 2. Okay, but they actually win by 30. And Lamelo had a crazy triple-double. All right, Lakers in round 2. This is the stacked-ass team. I'm looking at that lineup, bro. Westbrook, Trent, Jimmy, AD, and Jokic. That's insane. I think that team should win the finals, bro. Like, no team should be able to beat them. Yeah, 1-1 series here. Lamelo's still going absolutely crazy, though. Game number 3 does go to the Golden State Warriors. Can we get game 4, though? Yes, they can go up 3-1. Another big game from Lamelo and Curry. And then can they get in 5 games? And they do. So I thought that was going to be a harder series. I guess not. Conference finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jared Butler, Anthony Edwards, and Towns. That's not better than our team. They're up 3-1. Or up 3-0. They go up 3-1. They win in 5. So Warriors in the NBA Finals, led by this man right here, LaMelo Ball, who's damn near averaging a triple-double in the playoffs, and then Curry obviously still doing his thing. NBA Finals against the 1-seeded Indiana Pacers. Domas Sabonis and LaMelo, Conference Finals MVPs. And they have Brogdon, LeVert, Caleb Houston, Sabonis, and Turner. So, I mean, if you beat that Lakers team, there's no reason why they can't beat this team. They did win 56 games, though. All right, anything is possible. Game 1 does go to the Warriors. Curry, LaMelo, 17-10. Tell me in the comments down below who you think's gonna win Finals MVP. If we do win this series, Game 2 does go to the Pacers. Can we get Game 3, though? Yes, they can. Big 40-point game for Jordan Poole. Can they go up 3-1? And can they get out of here in 5 games to win their first championship? Yes, they do. So year 3 does get it done. And guess who wins Finals MVP? It's LaMelo Ball, who averages 22, 8, and 8 in the NBA Finals. Takes it away from Curry. Curry's still out here getting hoed from his Finals MVPs. I mean, look at these 2 guys, or these 3 guys' stats. So they get it done, man. So the Warriors get another ring in their new rendition of the team. Let's see if we can build kind of a little dynasty, win back-to-back maybe, win 3 in a row possibly. Rockets got the first pick in the draft again. Okay, wow, the Rockets get Wemby. Wow, that's something right there. Scoot Henderson goes number 2. The Spurs grab Brandon Miller. Number 4 is going to be a Sir Thompson. 5 is auto-generated guy. And then Thompson goes to the Thunder. Warriors picking here at 30, and they draft Drew Timme, which is Paul George. Nice 2K. That's great. USA Paul George for that matter. All right, Ja Morant is a 98 overall, by the way. He's an unrestricted free agent. So is Luka Embiid, another really big free agency class. Warriors bring in Aaron Holiday. They bring back Clint Capella to a big old contract, and Corey Joseph. Ja goes back to the Grizzlies. Luka back to the Mavs. Joel Embiid back to the Sixers. Zion goes to the Pistons here. Christian Wood's actually good. Remember that. Another year of player progression. LaMelo goes up to a 94, goes up 1. Wiggins up to an 87. So their team still looks very, very good. Rotation again looks like Curry, LaMelo, Wiggs. Kuminga's at 83. Capella's still really, really good. They still got Poole, Hart, Moody, and Kessler off the bench. So pretty much the same team as last year. System Pro is still 4.5 stars, perimeter centric. So let's see if they can go back-to-back in this year number 4 season. And they brought in Marvin Bagley. They just signed Marvin Bagley off the streets. I told you, bro, when you get this late into the rebuilds, they just start signing. Players just start signing for absolutely nothing. They just signed Marvin Bagley to a minimum. Marvin Bagley just spawns in here at an 86 overall, makes them even more ridiculous. So that just helped them out tremendously. Marvin Bagley did the DeMarcus Cousins thing and joined for no money at all. So shout out ring chasers. And this Warriors team is 21-4. Curry's averaging 27 to start this year. Melo's averaging 23 and damn near 10 assists. So I'm gonna see y'all boys at the end of the year. What are you doing? All right, season is a wrap. Luka wins another MVP. I believe that's like his 3rd, I think. Yeah, that's his 3rd MVP. Chet wins Rookie of the Year. Keegan Murray, 6th man. Depoy Wemby. Jared Butler, most improved clutch player, goes to Tatum. And the Warriors got even better. They won 71 games this year. So LaMelo and Curry are running the NBA, bro. They really are. NBA first team, NBA second team. You see LaMelo again, 23, 7 and 10 for LaMelo this year, 50-40, 82 split. So he just keeps getting better. No Curry though, unfortunately. Yeah, these are the standings. 71-11, by far and away the best team in the NBA. I assume a championship should be coming to this Warriors team back-to-back again. Final stats, Curry was there. There was LaMelo. Jordan Poole still really, really good, averaging 19 on 50-40-90. He shot 46% from 3. Bagley was good, 16 points a game. Kuminga, Wiggins, and then the rest of the guys. They brought in Bogdanovic as well. They had the best offense by far in the NBA, by far the best defense, and by far the best point differential. So this team should really walk to an NBA championship, bro. Easy round 1, they win in 5. Minnesota in round 2, they're up 2-0. LaMelo should be getting out of here really easily. They sweep them. In the conference finals against the 2-seeded Clippers, who have Klay, Kawhi, Keldon Johnson, and Christian Wood. It's a revenge series for Klay Thompson. 2-1 series, 3-1 series. And the Warriors are back in the NBA Finals to play the Detroit Pistons, who do the Pistons got, man? They got Cade, Collins, Sexton, Sadiq Bey, Zion, and Isaiah Stewart. So Cade and Zion's a good team. They are to 60, though, that being said, and they only won 46 games. So should be a walk in the park for this Warriors team, as they're going to be going up 3-0, and they're going to be sweeping. Let's be real. The Warriors go back-to-back NBA championships, and LaMelo Ball wins back-to-back Finals MVPs, 27, 8, and 11 in the NBA Finals. I mean, the Warriors are building a dynasty. This is what I envisioned when I made this video. NBA Finals stats, Curry, LaMelo, and Poole, man. Poole has been sneaky really, really good in this video. And as you see here, back-to-back championships for the Warriors. So let's try to three-peat. If we can three-peat successfully, I would call that a video. LeBron does retire on the Milwaukee Bucks. NBA draft lottery here. Once again, the Pelicans get the #1 pick. They got to re-sign Steve Kerr. They're going to bring Steve Kerr back? They do. How could you not bring a coach back after winning back-to-back championships? NBA draft, your #1 pick is going to get traded for Jalen Green. And they end up drafting Justin Dantley. So auto-generated guy goes #1. Alex Sarr goes #2. Donovan Clingan goes 3. Reece Sachet. The Spurs got Reece Sachet and Donovan Clingan right there. The Warriors are picking at 30. They draft Tyler Kolek. Yeah, so this Celtics just scammed. They just drafted this guy. I mean, he could be a stud. I don't know. Another really big free agency class. Tatum, Durant, Booker, and Anthony Edwards all unrestricted. Warriors bringing Caleb Martin and Lamar Stevens here. All right, Tatum goes back to the Celtics. Anything new here? Doesn't really look like it. Another year of player progression. LaMelo stays at 94. Curry does drop by 1. Poole goes up 1. Kuminga goes up 1. They signed to old John Wall, but he does regress. So pretty much the same roster as last year. Lineup again: Curry, Ball, Wiggins, Kuminga, Capella, Poole, Martin, John Wall, Josh Hart. And they honestly might even sign somebody the first few games of the season, because that's usually when they do sign a minimum guy. And again, the Warriors team is going to look incredible. I mean, they're already 8-1, 9-1. They're going to probably be another 70-win teams, high 60s for sure. 13-3 to start the year. Did they bring anybody in here? No, they haven't signed anybody yet. All right, Shea wins MVP without the headband. Damn, he shrink his hell. 39-10 for Shea is crazy, though. That being said, Sarr wins Rookie of the Year. This Warriors team, guys, went 74-8. They continue to get better, bro, somehow. And this is the best team of all time. Literally the best team of all time. LaMelo, another All-NBA team, 23, 7-9 for LaMelo. Same stats as last year. He's still a stud. That being said, best team by far. They should three-peat. Again, Curry and LaMelo just running the NBA at this point. Curry, 23-8. Jordan Poole, another 18-point season. Bagley, 16-10. Wiggins, another year being a top 2 offense, best defense, and the best point differential by far once again. On their path to a three-peat, Thunder in round #1 against the MVP Shea, and they just beat Shea down like it's no problem. Never mind, actually. They win in 6. Still a pretty easy series. Round 2 against the Dallas Mavericks should be a pretty easy series once again, and they are going to be winning in 5. Conference finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have been here, but they haven't really got over the hump yet with Anthony Edwards. Down 2-0, down 3-0, and they get swept. Conference finals once again, rematch of last year against the Detroit Pistons. They added Dyson Daniels to the roster. They don't got shit. The Warriors are probably going to be sweeping this Pistons teams once again. 3-peat for the Golden State Warriors, man. Steph Curry this time does win Finals MVP. So 2 years for LaMelo, 1 year it does go to Curry. Yeah, I mean, this Warriors team is going down in history. This is exactly what I envisioned when I did this video, man. The Warriors go on another dynasty run with LaMelo Ball this time. So we are officially 5 years into it. I think at this point, we go until they lose. I think we go until they lose a championship. They've won 3 championships. I think we've already figured out what would have happened if the Warriors drafted LaMelo instead of James Wiseman. So let's just go at this point until they lose, because Curry's getting up there in age. He is a 1-year deal. This could be his last year in the NBA. So NBA draft, Cooper Flag goes #1 to the Sixers. Ace Bailey, all the guys. All right, another year of player progression where everything stays the same, exactly the same. Curry and LaMelo still stay the same. Capella goes up 1, actually. So again, pretty much the same exact roster from last year. All right, LaMelo Ball, Golden State Warriors. Can they 4-peat in this video? That would be pretty insane. I don't see why they can't, to be honest with you. Shea wins another MVP, but we're not here for MVPs, man. We're only here for championships. So that's all we care about. Actually, the Warriors don't win Coach of the Year. It goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves again. So we'll have to check their team out. I don't even know what record we had. 24, 7-9 for LaMelo. Another really good season. Yeah, we were the 2 seed, so we did not have more than 64 wins. We had 63 and 19, so this could be the last year if we do go on to lose. Rotation still looks the exact same. They didn't sign anybody, so this could be it. This could be it for the Warriors dynasty. Curry and LaMelo still leading things. Poole, Kuminga, Wiggins. Same team, man. I love the team. How was their team this year, team stats wise? Their offense did fall off a little bit. Top 5 offense this time. Defense still the best in the NBA. They still got the best point differential. So that being said, anything's possible. Utah in round #1. We should get to the conference finals pretty easily. 1-6 right there. Houston in round 2. Who does Houston got these days? Fox, Ivy, Wemby, and Jabari Smith. That's a really good team. I don't know, man. They might lose to this team. No bullshit. 2-2, 2-1 series, 3-0. Okay, never mind. They're going to win in probably 5 or 6 games here. They win in 5. All right, conference finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who we've been talking about this whole video. Anthony Simons, Lamelo, but we have owned them, though. Low key, we have owned them. So game 1 does go to the Warriors. Warriors go up 2-0. 2-2 series here. 3-2 series. We will simcast game 6. Haven't had any gameplay of this video, unfortunately. We just haven't had the opportunity to. Sometimes videos you get a lot of gameplay, sometimes you get no gameplay. And we are gonna have a game 7 here. All right, simcast game 7. Let's get into it. Let's have a close game here. 2K, come on. Either a close game or a blowout. Going our direction, not their direction. I gotta see this team win 4 in a row. And it does look like the Warriors are gonna be blowing out the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're back in the NBA Finals, and there's another Lamelo Ball Conference Finals MVP. This time the Knicks are the 1 seed in the NBA Finals, and they won 54 games. Who's on this Knicks roster, man? They got Hardy, they got Sexton, RJ Barrett, Randall, and Jalen Durant. Yeah, that Knicks team ain't gonna cut it. I ain't gonna lie to you. 1-1 series though. 2-1 series, 3-1 series, 3-2 series. We will simcast it. The Warriors on the brink of winning 4 championships in a row. Let's see if the Knicks can push 7 though, or will we have a close game to jump into? And it won't be a close game. The Warriors blow the Knicks out, and that is 4 championships in a row for this Golden State Warriors team with Lamelo and Steph Curry. Lamelo wins his 3rd Finals MVP of the video. I mean, the guy is amazing. Warriors fans, I bet Warriors fans are gonna really like this video, man. A video where you see Jordan Poole still putting in work on the Warriors, Curry, Lamelo going absolutely crazy. All right, let's see if Curry retired though in this season, because if he did retire, we will end it. If he didn't retire, we're gonna still push on. Player retirements, KD, Harden, and PG. Dame retire. No Steph Curry though. We're still pushing, and I like that. I want to see if we can win 5. If we win 4, we might as well be able to win 5. I ain't gonna lie. NBA draft first pick is AJ DeBance. We're already in the 26th class, which is crazy. It feels like we just started the video. All right, free agency, Jokic, another big restricted, unrestricted free agent class. They gotta pay Jordan Poole. Will they pay Jordan Poole? It doesn't look like they will. They were announcing his rights, but will they re-sign him though? They signed Brandon Clark, they signed Herb Jones, Walker Kessler is gonna get his shit matched, and they bring in Jaime Jaquez, but I don't think Jordan Poole's coming back, man. Jokic, Giannis, let's see, where did Poole go? Poole ended up signing with the Pistons, so we did lose Jordan Poole. That might hurt this team. You still got your core intact pretty much without Jordan Poole now. Player progression sees Curry taking the biggest drop so far. A 4 overall drop might hinder things for this Warriors team, and Capella does drop too, so this might be the year where you're gonna see some big time regression for this Warriors team, and this could possibly be the last year of the video. Curry's still a 90 overall, that being said, so he's not like terrible, but I mean, he's not a 94 overall anymore. LaMelo's really gonna need to take things into his own hands here, but I mean, Curry's still gonna be good. But LaMelo just put up back-to-back triple doubles on his Jokic type shit, so he's definitely gonna be a stud. I'm gonna see y'all boys at the end of the year. All right, guys, LaMelo wins MVP, man. He got it done. Only other thing he needed to add to his resume: 26, 8, and 9. For LaMelo Ball wins an MVP, All-NBA first team. That being said, we weren't the 1 seed, we were the 2 seed. Once again, 61 wins, still really, really good for this Warriors team. One more look at stats if you were curious. LaMelo Curry still averaging 24 and 7, still doing his thing. Let's get into it. Round 1 against the Clippers, man. Should be a breeze. Okay, there it is. Never mind. I said it should be a breeze. They get eliminated in 6 games. I was not expecting to lose in round number 1. Wasn't really even paying attention, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, they do lose in the first round. LaMelo Ball actually did not play well. This video ends when they lost, and they lose in the first round, and the Minnesota Timberwolves finally get their ring without the Warriors in their way. 4 championships in a row for this Golden State Warriors team. This is what would have happened if the Warriors drafted LaMelo Ball instead of James Wiseman, man. 4 rings, 3 for LaMelo, 1 for Curry. So 8 rings for Curry is crazy. LaMelo finishes 4-time champion, 1-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP, only in 8 years, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, man, let's go cap it off. If you like this video, man, you want more videos like this, man, drop a like, drop a sub, comment down below what videos y'all want to see next, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so I ain't gonna stop till we get there. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.